知らなかったドラゴンくん。ウサギはね、月まで跳ねるんだよ。
The death game genre in of itself contains some pretty unexpected moments, but combine it with anime and the hype just gets unreal. Welcome back to Animeology, because today we've compiled for you yet another unique list of death game anime with an overpowered main character. So stick around to the end, you might just find a binge-worthy show. Number 10, Highrise Invasion. After witnessing a man's head getting cracked open with an axe, 16-year-old Yuri Hanjo trembles in fear and bafflement as she runs away from the masked attacker, only to realize that she's trapped in an abandoned building where every door is mysteriously locked. As she desperately looks for a way out, Yuri runs to the rooftop, but what awaits is a world with no sign of life whatsoever. Filled with despair, she learns that her brother is also in this strange place, which gives her some hope to find him and escape. However, she soon discovers that there were more mass murders in the area, ready to tear apart anyone and anything that comes their way. Will Yuri be able to reunite with her brother and find a way out of this seemingly hopeless situation? Number 9, Tomodachi Game. High school student Yuichi Kagegurui is very fond of his close circle of friends, composed of 4 classmates: Shiho Sararagi, Yutori Kokorogi, Makoto Shibe, and Tenji Mikasa. However, after the funds for the upcoming school trip are stolen, it distances Shiho and Makoto, who were tasked with the collection of the money. Soon after, Yuichi and the squad are deceived into meeting up and knocked unconscious by mysterious attackers. Upon waking, the group finds themselves trapped in a white room with a controversial figure who reveals that they have been gathered by one of the 5 themselves to clear their massive debt. To pay off the amount, they will have to participate in a sequence of psychological games that will test the true nature of their friendship. As the games begin to take a toll on them, will they be able to retain their beloved bond of friendship? Number 8, Juni Tyson, Zodiac War.
知らなかったドラゴンくん。ウサギはね、月まで跳ねるんだよ。
After every 12 years, mercenaries with the highest caliber of brute strength, cunning wit, and lethal precision assemble to take part in the Zodiac tournament. Each warrior takes the name and abilities of one of the 12 animals of the Chinese zodiac. With their lives and pride on the line, they engage in a ferocious battle until only one survivor remains. The 12th Zodiac tournament kickstarts in a nearly empty city without any evidence of the 500,000 people which used to live there. The stakes are raised when each of the contestants ingests a poisonous gem which sets a time limit to the tournament alongside their lives. With the prize of 1 wish granted to the winner, the tournament officially commences as the warriors begin the cutthroat battle for survival. What will be the outcome of this bloody struggle? Number 7, Kaiji, Ultimate Survivor. When one of his co-workers fails to repay his debt, the lazy bum Kaiji Ito is pressurized by loan sharks to collect a large amount of cash. With his own future not looking so bright, he's unable to be of any assistance to his colleague, but that is when he's given an offer to board an illustrious S-Port, which has a legend that one night aboard the ship and all your debts will be paid. Initially, what seemed to be a casual night of gambling suddenly turns into a game of strategy and betrayal. The losers of the tournament are subjected to a back-breaking lifetime debt, and now Kaiji must be very careful on how he plays his cards as he navigates through the rest of the tournament. However, this is only the beginning of the series of games that will escalate to wagering the participants' very lives. Will Kaiji be able to hold his own? Number 6. Batum Unemployed Ryuto Sakamoto currently lives with his mother, his only real achievement in life being Japan's top player of the famous video game Batum. However, this leisurely life of his soon comes to an end when he gets stranded on a strange island. With a small green crystal embedded in his hand and a lapse in memory, he shockingly realizes that someone has recreated the game he's so fond of in real life. Armed with a bag of special bombs, the players are tasked to kill 7 other participants and take their green crystals, which would set them free. Initially condemning any form of violence, Ryuto is forced to fight when he realizes that the other players do not share his ideals. That is when he teams up with Himiko, a fellow Batum player, as both of them try to get off of the island safely and unravel the mystery behind the death game. Number 5. Danganronpa, the animation. A teenager with no notable talent, Makoto Nagi is surprised when he gets accepted into Hope's Peak Private Academy. Despite thinking that his admission was a fluke, Nagi is overjoyed to attend an institution ensuring success for its students. However, after entering the school, he loses consciousness and upon waking up, finds himself in an abandoned classroom. Clueless to what's going on, Nagi begins to explore and surprisingly finds his classmates gathered at the gymnasium. Equally perplexed, everyone is met by the school principal, who explains that the freshmen are trapped inside the school and the only way out is to kill a classmate without getting discovered. Sudden panic fills the surroundings as the students realize that they either have to kill to escape or be confined to the school premises for the rest of their lives. Number 4. YuGiOh. Weak and fragile Yugi Muto is always a target for the bullies. His childhood friend Anzu Mazaki always stands up for him, but things can't just go on like that forever. Despite always bringing trouble for Yugi, Katsuya Jinochi doesn't seem like a bad person, but Yugi wishes for a true friend who would help overcome his weaknesses and never betray him. Yugi!
Yeah,
Yugi treasures his Millennium Puzzle, which was brought into his grandfather's game shop. Believing that solving the puzzle would grant him his wish, he completes the game, which creates a new personality within him, the soul of the King of Games, which is truly the exact opposite of his tender and shy original personality. After he experiences injustice, Yami, the other personality, takes over Yugi's body and forces the opponent into a shadow game. The game commences, with the loser having a taste of the darkness within his heart. Number 3. Kagegurui. Different to other schools, Hyoko Private Academy prepares its students for their time in real life. As many of its students are children belonging to rich families, the academy has its quirks which separates it from others. During the day, pupils are taught history, but at night, the place turns into a gambling house, which teaches students about the art of dealing with money and manipulating people. Money is everything, and those who come on top in the game stand on top of the school. Yumeko Jabamide seems like a naive, pretty transfer student who's ready to try her luck at the academy's curriculum, but unlike the rest, she doesn't play to win, but to feel the thrill of gambling itself. Her borderline insane way of gambling may just bring a new storm at the YuGiOh Private Academy. Number 2, Death Parade. For most of humans after death, either heaven or hell await. But for a certain few, death brings them to Quindecim, which is a bar where only a pair of people come after they die. The bartender is the enigmatic Decim, who also happens to be the arbiter. He passes judgment to those who end up in Quindecim after challenging them to a life-threatening game. The outcome of these games decide whether the souls of these people will be reincarnated into a new life or must be sent into the void. After taking part in a variety of different games, the true nature of each patron slowly comes to light. The sudden appearance of a black-haired amnesiac girl causes Decim to reevaluate his rulings. However, his methods remain unchanged. But what really is the true identity of this mysterious girl? Number 1, Sword Art Online.
リンクスタート
After the release of the Nerve Gear, gamers all around the world have been given a chance to experience the exciting and immersive virtual reality. Sword Art Online is one such recent game which has skyrocketed in popularity.
彼の宣言は全て真実だ。この世界で死ねば、俺は本当に死ぬ。
However, this seemingly endless fantasy quickly becomes a nightmare when thousands of players are trapped inside the game. With the option of logout removed, the only way to escape is to beat all the floors of Aincrad. Adding to the chaos, any in-game death becomes permanent, ending the player's life in the real world. Kirigaya Kajuto is one such player who finds himself stuck despite being a beta tester of the game. To overcome the challenges, he teams up with Asuna and other talented players in order to escape, but he soon discovers that overcoming these hurdles will prove to be much tougher a task than he ever imagined.